Hey guys, I've got something special for you today. This is a multi-skin, multi-themed build. In total, there are 8 themes and 3 skins. They are on custom modded Aeon Terror, Real Steel, and a custom blend of the 2 skins. So it's a lot to go through and there's a lot of options. So I'm just going to go through the menu on the first one. They're almost the same. So the widgets are set with the Auto Widget Program add-on, which is done by Dr. Inferno. I really love them because you can set a whole bunch of them to rotate. So I've set them throughout all of the skins, and they're set to rotate every 30 minutes. But I wanted to give you the option to refresh them when you like. So you can use these buttons up at the top. The one on the end is the one to refresh the widgets. And you can see them change. The button next to that is the shutdown menu where you can exit. You can reload your skin, get to your favorites, skin settings, regular settings, and reboot. And the star is your favorites once you've added them. I have the info enabled for the widgets so you can see the information on the movie. When you click on movies, this will open up the movie section of the crew. The submenu has trending, genres, and new movies from the crew. The one click comes from Odin. The 4K Debrid is from Eye Candy. And you have box sets from the crew, the movie chest, and collections from Marauder. The best of is from Numbers. Movie Locker is from Chains. And the search is for the TMDB Helper add-on, which is like metallic. So once you put in your search, it'll ask you what player you want to use. Then there's also some more information if you want to know about the cast, recommended, similar, the crew, posters, and fan art. This shows you the keywords for the movie, the reviews, videos, the track list, and you can refresh the cache. So if you click on the movie itself, then you have your choices of add-ons to play with. That's a fun movie. I like that one. The next section is your TV shows. And that opens up the crew TV. Some of the rotating widgets will go through the TMDB helper, which you can see is up right now, and it will do the same thing. It will ask you what player you want to use. The submenu has My TV Shows, which is tracked. If you log into your tracked account, you can access your TV shows there. The 4K TV shows is from Eye Candy, Trending, Networks, New TV shows, and Airing Today is from the crew. Your TV catch-up is from Magic Dragon, and then you have TV calendar and 24/7 shows from the crew. The search is the same here for the TMDB helper. After that is your favorites, but you also have the shortcut up at the top where you can access from any menu. The submenu has fitness, movie lists, and this is a bunch of lists I put together in a group. If you want to check out some of these lists, you can get some ideas for things you want to watch. Next is docs, and that comes from Athena. Then horror, sci-fi, comedy, and tunes and anime come from Enigma. Then there's screensavers, and those come from Numbers. Next up is sports, and you'll see widgets there from the crew. When you click on sports, it will open up the crew. Your submenu has Rising Tides, The Loop, The Crew, Retribution Sports, and See Go To. Next is your music. If you click on music, that opens the music section of Numbers, which is a really great section. Your submenu has Beats, Alive, Numbers, Magic Dragon, Ambient, Concerts, and Radio. Next is your add-ons. So in each skin you'll see a different list of featured add-ons. And you can scroll to the end to find other ones you might be looking for. And then I've listed most of them here in the submenu. You have the Crew, Marauder, Shadow, Eye Candy 4K, the Movie DB, Numbers, Odin, Seren, Fen, Enigma, Jarell, Chains, Magic Dragon, your program add-ons, and your video add-ons. After that, we have System with the Electa Wizard widgets. Your submenu has Choose Skin. If you click there, you can easily switch skins. We're on Aeon Terror now. There's also Aeon Terror Alt, which is a combination of the two skins. And the Cody skins here, and your Real Steel. And here's your themes. Each skin will have themes. We'll go back to that when we're ready to switch. Your skin settings. The pairing tool. This is the Electa pairing tool that's been updated. Up to box has been added, which works in the UK. So if you're in the USA, you need a VPN. Put yourself in the UK and you can use those links. And you can pair with these sites. And you can authorize your RD, Premiumize, Real Debrid, Link Snappy, and your Tracked. Next is File Manager, Install from, the Wizard, and Weather. And here's your power. If you click on it, you get the shutdown menu with some other options. A shortcut here for quit. A shortcut to authorize your Debrid and your Tracked. So that's it for this theme. This is the default theme. The menus are very similar throughout all of the themes with just a few differences. So we'll go over the differences since we went through the menu here. So when you want to switch your themes, go over to System and click on Themes. And you can change the skin here also. But scroll down here to Theme. So this skin has 3 themes. So let's take a look at the next one, which is green. And whenever you're switching, just give it a few to load up those widgets. And there you go. So all the themes will have those shortcut buttons up at the top. So this one is a little different for the sub-menu. The favorites here have Docs, the Movie DB, One Clicks from Odin, Box Sets from Numbers, Box Set Kings, and Tunes and Anime from Enigma. Then there's an extra section here called Extras. When you click on there, that will open the Movie DB Helper, which is the metallic like where you can choose your players. The submenu has Movie List, which I showed you before, has Ambient, Genre, and Subgenre. This is different for this theme. It's in a few of the others as well. So clicking there, this will bring up a bunch of sections that I've chosen from different add-ons. This is something I like when I want to go find a genre or something a little more specific to what I'm looking for. So I put in all my favorite ones at the top, which is horror and mind benders and thrillers, twist endings, survival. There's my horror from Crew. And then I put in a bunch of them from Marauder. And then there's some more from Numbers. So anything you're looking for, you're pretty likely to find here. If you want something really specific, or just some ideas of what to watch. Then you also have fitness and screensavers. The sports section's the same. And music, except for the widgets here, which come from mixcloud.mod. There's your featured video add-ons. And that's the green theme. Now let's go take a look at purple. Which is my favorite color. So this one has double sets of widgets. So give it time to load the widgets. And there you go. And this has 2 sets of order widgets. So they'll both change when you hit refresh. And if it's too many for you, you can always change the look of things. So you can take one row out, you can move the bar. I'll show you what that will look like. So these sections are all the same, just has a few different widgets. So let's take another look because you have some more options. You can change the position. We're at center. You can go low or standard. Let's try it low. And then you can take out a set of widgets if you don't want so many. You go to System, Skin Settings, set up the main menu, and each one will have 2 widgets set. So let's go into Movies, and widget 2 is the one that's on top now. When the bar is centered, widget 2 is on the bottom. So first, if you want to see how it's going to look, you can just hide them. Hide widgets when not focused. And then you want to back out. It will need to reload the skin. And just so you know, any changes you make in one skin will not change in the other skins, but it will prompt it to reload the skin just the first time you make a change or the first time you load the build. So give it a second to load up, and there you go. That's how it will look. If you like this sort of look better, you can go in and configure that. There's lots of options for you guys. So next, we're going to choose a different skin. Next up is Aeon Terror Alt. Then you'll get a pop-up, would you like to keep this change? And you say yes. And like I said, it needs to rebuild the shortcuts from any changes or on a first load. Okay, so this theme is a nice red theme, a similar layout to Steel but on Terror. And most of this is all the same. As we've seen in the other themes, this section, add-ons, I added a different set of widgets for widget 2 below, and that's for 4K and Debrid from Hazmat inside the chains and the Sinister 6. So there's 4K movies, 4K TV, Debrid movies, Debrid docs, and Debrid stand-up. So let's try another orientation for this one. Let's go into Skin Settings. And let's try the low position again. So now that puts widget 2 up at the top again, and you may not want to see that there. So let's go hide that one so you can take a look at that. So widget 2, and you can hide when not focused. The other thing you can do is take it out completely by going to Select Widget and clicking there on None. But I'm going to leave it for now. I think it's always better to look and see how it runs. With the widgets, if it's running slow, you can take some out, but generally the icons for the add-ons aren't slowing you down so much. But the meta that it's pulling for movies and TV shows can slow you down a bit. Okay, so there's how it looks this way. And this has the info enabled as well on most everything in the themes. If it's something you don't want to do, you can turn it off. So now the widget is hidden. So you go up to your first row, and that'll show you the info. And if you click up again, then you'll find your hidden icon widgets. So you may want access to them. You can hide them if you don't like how they look, or you can take them out. All right, so let's take a look at the other theme in this skin. And it's gray. And there you go. I really like this one. I've been using this one. You always got to wait a little bit for those widgets. There we go. And these menus are the same as the other theme we just looked at. And lastly, let's take a look at Real Steel. Choose Skin, Real Steel. Would you like to keep this change? Say yes. Okay, so this one has a 1-item menu and 2 rows of widgets, so those will load up. Again, using the auto widgets on both rows, which will rotate through to different add-ons, different sections. And the info is enabled on these as well. When you click up, for the first set, you'll see them up top. And if you click up again, you'll see them down below. If it gets confusing for you, you can turn off the info. And you do that in your skin settings. Set up the shortcuts. And each one, you'll see the widgets listed on the right. So let's go to Movies and Widget 1, Panel Widget Info. So I have it enabled. If you want it off, you click None. And we can do it for the second widget. None. And then you back out, it'll reload. And now it will be gone. Wait for your second row. Those take a little longer to come up. Okay, so now when you click up, the info is gone and you can still see your second widget. So whichever you prefer, there's nothing but options. The Real Steel Skin features the flip menu. So when you press down, it will flip and reveal your submenu. So we'll just do a quick scroll through. In the add-on section, I've put in shortcuts for some of the one-click add-ons that you find inside of the Chains and Sinister 6. And just to go over your program add-ons, you can quickly get to the pairing tool, the Movie DB helper, Real Debrid mod, this is a Fire TV Guru Switch Skins, and Auto Widget. If you scroll on, you'll see Tracked and Speed Tester. Alright, so let's look at the other 2 themes in Steel. Next is Evolution. And this one will give you a full menu bar. And click down to reveal your submenu. Down below are your featured video add-ons. And we'll take a quick run through it so you can see how it looks. In the add-ons section, this one has Hazmat 4K Debrid. So there you have that one. And last but not least, we'll go to the Steel Classic, which will look familiar as it's TK's original background for Real Steel, which I always loved. This one has a different widget for sports. This has Retribution Sports, which is really great for sports whenever we get those back. Okay, so for your weather, I have the weather in the submenu for system. If you go over to the left and go to settings and into settings for weather, you can change these locations or you can add more locations. After you've done it, hit OK. And when you go over to the side, you can change location to which one you want set. Alright guys, so there's lots of options for you. So pick your favorite or switch it up from time to time and customize the look that you like. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment. And a very big thank you to Terrorize Cody for his amazing skills and his help on this project. You can find this build in the Crew Wizard, and it's called Abstract 8. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you soon. Just going to exit from my little shortcut. Take care, everyone.